Nebraska conducted its 16th fall camp practice here on Saturday. Hi, Sean Callahan with HuskerOnline. It was a 137-play scrimmage for head coach Matt Rule and his team.
You know what? It's funny you asked me that because I told the team out there, I usually will not say anything after a scrimmage because I've learned over the years, like, let me watch the tape. But I said something today, and I'll say it to you. I told them, I feel like they're really close to being a good team, but they're not there yet. And here's what I mean. You know, the first team offense, first two drives wasn't great, and all of a sudden 14-play drive, next drive, 11-play drive. So you're converting third downs, you're moving the ball, you're creating plays. Yet the defense not letting a big play emerge, right? Just, you know, making them methodically move the ball down the field, getting pressure on the quarterback, yet there's good protection. So it was like iron sharpening iron truly. You get down in the red zone, though, they hold the offense to a field goal, and we're going to need a touchdown to win. And so I feel like, you know, the offense was a procedure penalty at a crucial moment or like a big play away from having a great day. But they got in their own way. The first team offense didn't turn the ball over. They protected the ball the entire day. But I think they had like 4 or 5 penalties, right? Like, and we're trying to do some advanced things. We're trying to go on to. We're trying to see what you're in and play more NFL-style football. And we weren't able to handle that in crucial moments today where we would jump and hurt ourselves. So there's a lot of good things happening, way, way further ahead than where we've been. Yet it just isn't to the level we want. We got 2 weeks to buff it out and get it right. You know, what concerns me at times is our second group. You know, as our next group, they keep acting like they're the second group, and they're supposed to act like they're the first group. I think the second team offense might have had 4 turnovers today. Now they also had some big plays, so it's that group that you know, to me, hey, we need you guys to come along, okay? And then I saw a lot of potential from the third groups. I saw a lot of guys. I challenged our staff in front of everyone. Hey, go watch the tape and figure out the things that, you know, make sure we're playing the right guys, because when you're not a great team last year, what you end up having is you're having a lot of guys who kind of play because they can kind of execute. When you want to make the jump to being a good team, it's everyone starts to execute. So now it's the guy who can execute and then go make the big play. And who's making those plays? And so I really like where we are. I really do. I really like where we are, except I don't like some of the second unit production today. And the offense has to clean up a couple more procedural penalties if they want to be the type of team like that, you know, can play grown man football, can do the things that you do on Sundays, on Saturdays.
The one significant piece of injury news that Rule announced here on Saturday is linebacker Javin Wright is out indefinitely with an undisclosed medical condition.
Javin Wright will be out indefinitely, has a health condition that we're working through right now. So I'll probably leave it at that just until he's ready to talk more about it. But just he's with the team, he'll be with us, but dealing with a health condition that will hold him from playing for right now. Yeah, he should be okay. Just he can't play right now as a result.
Without Wright, Rule said that opens the door now for many others to step up.
Yeah, I think it's a strength. I mean, you know, I think he was playing at an elite level, but you know, we have Mekhi Bear, who started a bunch of games, who we have trust. We have Steph Thompson, Vincent Shavers, Gage Stenger, Genatone. So there's a lot of guys there that can go in the mix and play. So I think the strength of that unit will be fine. It's just, you know, I think I just really wanted to see Javin have an opportunity to play. He works so hard, and I believe he's a pro player. But there's, you know, the outlook is optimistic that it's, you know, they can be resolved and he'll be back at some point. But he's just, you know, not out for right. He'll be out for right now.
And we are now just 2 weeks away from Nebraska's opener against UTEP. Rule was asked when he plans to name his starting quarterback.
Probably at some point this week. Yeah, probably be ready to name it at some point this week. So, you know, we'll go out and watch the tape now. You know, kind of look at a lot of different positions and sort of set, hey, here's the depth we have going into the first game.
And in general, I think when Rule looks at this quarterback room, he feels like they're in very good shape.
I think the thing that we have is we have 3 guys that we feel like can lead us to win. And so from that part, it's hard. But can someone be more advanced at this point than someone else? Yes. You know, the difficult part in it is that you have, you know, one guy who's played and you've seen him play, and you know how hard it is to play. And you've seen two guys who haven't played yet in college. So that's maybe the unknown factor here. But all 3 guys have worked really hard, done a good job, and I'm sure they'll all continue to improve.
The kicker position for Nebraska also still remains in flux as Tristan Alvano is recovering from growing surgery that he had over the offseason. Meanwhile, John Hall has given NU something in his place.
Yeah, I think Hall's really coming on well. And to be quite honest, today was not a big special teams day. Today was like we kicked field goals in rhythm. So meaning like, if it was a field goal attempt in a game, we would have gone a field goal attempt. So we kicked a few of those. I think John Hall did most of the kicking today and did a nice job. He's just going to need to get out there and get comfortable. Tristan has his days. We're still working Tristan back. So, if he's not ready to go, John and Nico will battle it out for that job.
The running back position is another one that's wide open as Nebraska moves closer to that season opener.
Yeah, I don't think anyone stood out in that regard but beyond anyone else, and that was really the challenge. Kind of what I said earlier. Year one, you're playing the guys who can just execute, right? Who just know what to do. Now that everyone knows what to do, it's okay. Who can execute? Who plays with great technique? Check that. Who plays with great effort, speed, physicality, and finally, who makes plays, right? If we're all just checking all the boxes of execution, then who takes the ball 80? You know what I mean? Like, who makes that guy miss and scores a touchdown? And so that was really the challenge going into today. And what we're not going to do is not going to be able to play 5 tailbacks in a game. That's too hard. So it's a good luxury that we have. But someone's got to emerge as like, hey, this is my thing. And really, honestly, you need two. Two guys with if in a perfect world, if one guy gets 20 carries, one guy's get 12 carries, and one guy's a role player, then you're really sturdy, you're really healthy. So I don't know who that is yet, and I don't even know if I'll know that after today. And we need to know that here shortly because we're not going to get to game day and make a decision. And I think Sad did a good job of letting the backs know, hey, you've all done such a good job that it's now time for someone to separate themselves. And that, at the end of the day, you either separate yourself or you leave it up to us. And we're not the best person to do it. Like, you have to show us. And so I'm anxious to watch this film because I can't really see from where I stand who made guys miss down the field and all those things.
And back to the scrimmage, turnovers continue to be an emphasis as Matt Rule didn't like some of the things that he saw on Saturday.
I think we protected the ball really well for the most part of camp. And I think the defense is significantly improved in terms of their efforts to go after the ball. And, on offense, I've asked Coach Mosey to sort of spearhead that, like the showing the opportunities every night. It's easy to show the fumbles every night, but I want him to show, hey, here's a guy holding the ball like this, and maybe he didn't fumble, but the ball security is not great. Or here's a guy holding the ball properly. So Coach Mosey's done a fantastic job of just embedding that, taking that as his thing. And then I've asked Troy Vincent on defense to do the same thing on defense, and we want to measure and reward, to quote Jack Welch, what gets measured and rewarded gets done. So part of that's going to be this year with the talent we have. If you can't protect the ball, you can't play. It's just we didn't always have that luxury last year, you know what I'm saying? And we're in a different place this year. And so it doesn't mean one mistake is crucial, but there's a pattern here, right? There's a pattern. And so I feel like we've made significant progress in those ways. And again, there's going to be an interception here and there. We're going to play aggressively. There's going to be an interception. Guys are going to make plays on the ball. I'm talking about the ones that we just give away, the careless, ridiculous fumbles. I mean, we lost to Iowa, and we were running with the ball, and the ball just comes out of our hands. I mean, carry the football properly. We put 2 people in charge of it. The players are bought into it, and I think we've come a long, 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 long way.
And finally, Nebraska now closing in on that season opener with UTEP, which means preparations will begin sometime this upcoming week.
Yeah, so we've interwoven games 1, 2, 3, and 4 the entire camp, right? So players probably wouldn't even know that, but hey, this period, this walkthrough period is Illinois stuff. It's a Friday night game. This period is UTEP stuff. This period is Colorado stuff. This period is Northern Iowa stuff. So they wouldn't even know that. We will officially begin the UTEP probably Wednesday, okay? Wednesday to Thursday morning. There's always a fine line. You don't want to get to the game and have it be like, so I think probably Wednesday. But we've been practicing the things, and the thing that Scotty Walden's going to do a great job. He's an excellent coach, and if you go back and watch the Tennessee game last year when he was at Austin Peay, that's 6-6 at the half. Okay, so they're going to come out here. They're going to try to run 200 plays. They're going to take their shots. They're going to challenge us all over the field. Defensively, they're a multiple defense like ours. So it's kind of what we see. It's 4 down, it's 3 down, it's odd, it's 3-3 stack, it's 4 eyes, it's 5s. It's a cool thing to watch. So there's no doubt that he's going to turn around UTEP. And as a person, some of you guys might have met him. I think some of you guys met him down there at the Texas. He's got amazing energy and juice. So it'll be a battle. So we'll probably that's why we've been doing it all camp, because we know you can't get ready for them you can't get ready for UTEP on 3 days, right? With the stuff that they're going to do, they did at Austin P. So we've been working on it for a while, but probably a little more officially on Thursday. We'll play a mock game next Saturday. Welcome the students to the Boneyard Bash Saturday after that, and then hop into game week.
With the Huskers here in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.